Right, I've made it through, and this is the gate. So it says that it's at 3:50. My ticket says 3:40. There's also a plane at 3:20. All going to Doha with the same airline. So, I mean, I just asked this woman, but she was like, yeah, same thing. But I don't know if I mean, she said it was the same, 3:40, 3:50, same. So hopefully that's correct. Or else I missed my flight. But then she could be blamed, at least. Not me. I'm going to look for some chocolate. Right, I'm on the bus to get on the plane. Oh, my feet really hurt. I got some new shoes. Today's the first day I'm wearing them. But they're like a new version of the old ones that I used to wear like every day. So I don't know, maybe I need to like mould them in. I don't think it looks like an Easter egg, like half an Easter egg. They're giving away Magnum Minis. This is literally my phone. Right, she literally said to me she's going to throw them all away. Look how many I've got. I can't see. Literally there's like seven more. And I'm trying to like give them away to people. But I feel like it was a bit weird. Like, hey, have an ice cream. Literally, I've got so many. Now I'm trying to give them away to people, but everyone keeps giving me weird looks. I feel sick. I've eaten so many. There's this guy behind me. I don't know if you can see him, probably not. But I've just passed him too, and then I was like, oh, do you want another one? And he was like, wait, I can't do it now, but I'll tell you in a bit, because it's too obvious. But it was funny. For my next flight is at 1:40. Such a weird play area. I've made it to Doha, Qatar. It's 1 a.m. On the plane, I've literally eaten, I don't know if it was 7 or 8 ice creams, Magnum Minis. Because she came round and she was like, she gave us all an ice cream, and then she came back and was like, anybody else want another one? We've got loads. So I had 2. And then I was like, actually, I've worked up an appetite now, you know? So I went and asked, because it said on the thing that you get free snacks. So I was like, I'll go and ask what there is. And she was like, we've got so many ice creams. So I took another 2 ice creams. I was like, I'll have 1 for me, and then, no I didn't, I took 3. I thought, I'll have 2. And then I'll give 1 to like that guy sat next to me. So I gave it to him, he had it. And then I ate 2, so at this point I'm on 4. And then, I don't even know what made me want to go back to ask for, well, I actually don't know what possessed me to go and ask for another one after 4 ice cream minis. But she was like, here, take them. We're just going to chuck them away. Like, they're literally, like, we're going to throw them away now. Like, and she gave me all of them, and there was like 10. She was, because I was like, oh, I'm going to share them, like, when I first asked. But she was like, yeah, like, take them all, share them, like, oh, look, a train. Yeah, like make friends or something. So I was like, alright. So then I took it, and then I was like giving them to people. I was like, oh, would you like an ice cream? And then people were giving me some right weird looks. They were like, oh no. But then I was sat, where I was sat, there was the Korean guy behind me. And I just saw him like at the corner of my eye. And I was like, hey. I was like, do you want an ice cream? And he was like, oh, thanks. And then I was like, do you want another one? He was like, oh. And then he took that. And then I waited about 30 seconds, and then I was like, another? And he was like, it was so cute, it was so funny. about to go to D4 or something. Wait, they have that in Spain. Also, they have a Harrods. I just went past the Harrods. Should have shown you. Cute. What's this? I think that's a Labubu. Get out of the way! Fuck's sake. How cool. I mean, I'm very used to seeing this sort of stuff in Japan and Korea, like, but they do Galaxy. Wow. So cute. Literally, I nearly just wandered into the women's prayer room. Toilets are down there for women. Why's it being so shit? But yeah, I was literally about to walk in and this man was like, no. Toilets right next to each other. Literally everywhere. That's the prayer room. That's the toilet. I just see the picture of the woman and assume it means toilet, so why'd I gotta do that? These little booths, they're quite cool. Wait, I'll see if there's, I feel like there's people there. I can see shoes. I want to show you a bit better, but like, I don't want to go up to people and be like, hey guys, just doing a video for my friends. I found my gate anyway, and it says go to gate, but like at the gate, and then there's no one queuing up or anything. So I'm going to take myself on a walk. You know how it rolls. We'll wait until the last minute and we'll run. We'll have to run for that flight because that's just the way it is. I had to take my jumper off because it's bloody boiling. God, how good does that look? Some really cool videos of Bobby Joe and photos. And now we are rushing to the gate as expected. It wouldn't be me flying if we weren't rushing, let's be right. And it's free now. Little charging spot. Oh, what's going on with my hair? Also, it's, I can't even really see it. There's some more booths there, but like, wait. It's for like workspaces. So they're like sectioned off. Chair. What is it? I'm in the chair. I can't remember what it says. What does Brat say? King of the castle, king of the castle. I'm in the chair. I'm in the chair. Losers. Queuing up. Whilst I'm here in my basically first class seat. Look at Bobby Joe. He just had a little photo shoot. Made it to Korea. And I just had to sign this thing saying that I've not had a cough, I've not had a fever, I've not had any sort of illness. And like, literally this is my voice. And I've been coughing loads. But no one needs to know. Because I don't want to quarantine. And I haven't got COVID, look. Wait, I haven't got that anyway. I haven't got a rash or diarrhea or fucking anything like that. Literally just a common cold. Wait, no. Hey. One time it's good having a British passport. I've just got off the bus. There's a cute little market going on. Right, I don't know, I think to go this way. So he's supposed to drop me off at the hotel, but then he was like, I don't know, he stood up and he was like, Tokyo-in. That's what my hotel's called. And I was like, oh, see. Oh, fuck's sake, no, not that's Spanish. And then I was like, hi. Like, started speaking fucking Japanese. I can't remember how to say yeah in Korean. I didn't even speak English. I did after that, but fucking Spanish, stop it. But it's good, at least I'm remembering. There's a oh God, I really need the toilet. How does that work? Alright, I've made it to the hotel and I'm now a member of the Toyoko in Club Card. So I get discount now. But this is my favourite chain of hotel. It's a Japanese chain, but they have a couple in Korea as well. Also, we got the toilet bag. And these are so genius. Literally, it's the same tab, but then you just move it, and then now it's to run the bath. And then you just change that, and then it's the shower. Such a good idea. But yeah, I just like the lighting, how it's just not like on the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. This is the view. I've got the sky tower there. I think that's what it's called. And then that's what we saw last night. This is such a good idea. I don't know if I spoke about this before. But basically this is like, so there's got the lights there, but then they also have them on the floor, you know, because people are always on their phones. And then when the light goes green, these go green as well. There we go, look. And that's like a countdown. I've got lemon cream on. I'm just marinating. Oh God, I can't speak, but I'm a bit worried about my flight because she said I'm gonna be here for 2 hours and it's like 12 o'clock now. So that means I'm gonna be done at 2 and my flight is at 4:40, but check-in closes like at 3:40. It takes 2 hours to get there. So it's if you get the bus, so I'm gonna have to get a taxi, which should take an hour. But I also have to get from here to the hotel. So I think I'm just gonna order an Uber that'll stop at the hotel, and then from the hotel go to the airport. But I'm sort of hoping that she just says 2 hours like max, because I've already had the lasers and the aquapeel. So I think all they need to do now is the injections, which shouldn't take too long. But I've also got this on for I think half an hour. So I think I should be done at 1. But yeah, hopefully they just say 2 hours max. That's just on the floor. She's also, oh my God. My voice is gone. All that is going in my face. I only had the numbing cream on like 20 minutes and I feel like I can still feel my face and I'm really worried. Alright, we're done in literally 45 minutes. That was so quick. Only 2 hours, so don't need to worry about my flight now. We are all good. Got some snacks. These are so good. So these are like peanuts in like a taiyaki. And then these are custard, the little pigs look. And then there's a chocolate one. So good. There's a chocolate one. Is this not such a good idea though for liquid? How cute is this? How good's this? It's to charge your phone. I would show you videoing on my phone. So cool. Got my mask on because I've just had the reduring. So now I've got to be careful in the sun. And I've left my sunglasses in the car. And a taxi, which is so annoying. Also the taxi was right fucking fast. So basically I was like in a massive rush because there was about literally 50 ladies checking in at the hotel and it's like 1:30. How are you checking in yet? Checking in till like 4. Anyway, that took forever. Anyway, so it ended up being that I had to get a taxi, which I kind of had to do anyway, but I was just like cutting it. So when I was on the app, on like the Uber app, all I put in was taxi, Ichilan Airport. I just put the airport in, as opposed to like the terminal, because I just was like in a massive rush. And then I was like, fuck, I don't even know what terminal I'm supposed to be in whilst I was in the car. And I was asking the guy like, have you heard of Air Seoul? But because I had no internet on my phone, I couldn't use Translate. So we were using Translate on his phone, and his phone Translate was fucking shit. At one point it was saying something about Lil Wayne, and I was like, I didn't fucking say that, for fuck's sake. And then I was like, if you trust me, am I alright to just use your phone for like literally 1 minute whilst I search what terminal I'm supposed to be in? Because my flight is at 4:40, and I got there at 3:20. And I was like, if I'm not at the right terminal, like I'm literally going to miss my flight. So a capybara, so cute. I'm getting distracted. I need to hurry to the gate. Anyway, so because he wouldn't let me use his phone, which is like fair enough because I did actually look really dodgy, I was like, right, the only thing I can think of is if we call the hotel, because then we can call from your phone, like being over there, you don't have to like pass it me. I'll call my hotel who speak English and also Korean, and I can ask them just to search on the internet, which is Air Seoul. So I called them, well he called them, we managed that. But then the woman on the phone didn't know what I was on about. She was like, I don't know what Air Seoul is. And I was like, it's an airline. She's like, I don't get it. I was like, right, so you know like Emirates, British Airways, Qatar Air, like, you know all those? But they're all airlines, yeah? So there's an airline called Air Seoul. Anyway, then the Korean guy, the taxi driver started speaking to her. And I think he was saying like we're on our way to Terminal 2 because that's what I put in the app. And then she said to me, yes, Terminal 2 is correct for Air Seoul. And I was like, do you know that, or is that what the taxi driver just said? You know? Anyway, turns out it was Terminal 2. So, thank God. Because if it wasn't, I would have literally missed my flight. But it was basically like a 50-50 chance. But yeah, we're here and we haven't missed a flight. Although she did say when I checked in, she was like, your bag's too big and the flight is full. Yeah, when you get to the gate, make sure you take some stuff out. Which, obviously, I'm not going to do. But I'm just going to hope it'll squeeze in there. I'm sure it will. I'm sure we can squeeze it. Squeezy, squeezy. But I've got that, this, and then I've actually got the Olive Young bag as well, which has got my coat in because it's just so hot. Someone's just come up to me and she was like, "You're going to Narita?" Well, she's bringing the tape round now. There's my bag.